A friend of Diddy is revealing how Sean Combs reacted when the Cassie video leaked, and it's gross. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. We got some updates for you. Stevie J, man, he was, as the article says, he's been someone who's in Diddy's corner for a while. He was a core member of the producers known as the Hitmen, and he urged the public to go easy on the mogul in light of the recent allegations. And he's a rarity. There's not a lot of people who are actually out there trying to be nice about it and give Diddy respect. But he was in the new TMZ documentary. Another clip came out, and he says he was shocked by that video. He told the documentary shortly after it was released that he had a heart-to-heart conversation with the Bad Boy founder, and it was a real emotional moment. Now, I'm going to play the clip in a second, but I just want you to see that sort of headline, almost like an excuse, like, oh, he was high, so that's why. It wasn't really him. He wasn't really thinking straight. You know, it's all cool. There's no excuse. Let's start that out right away. There's no excuse, okay? But I've seen a lot of people trying to now seemingly use this as an excuse, and I find it despicable. But let's go through some of those private conversations he had with Diddy that I guess are no longer private.
You know, I didn't know that he had that in him to do that.
They're talking about seeing the video specifically. He didn't know he had it in him to do it.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility.
So my conversation with him was basically like, yo, like you one of my heroes out here, and you hurt me with that.
He's trying to make it seem like he's not okay with it, but then as he's pressed by Harvey, he kind of tries to say it's not. I'll let you hear it.
That video came out, it crushed him, you know, because he's like, yo, my daughters and my mom gotta see this. And I'm like, yeah, your friends gotta see it too.
It's an interesting reaction that Harvey then pushes back on. And I'd play you the whole clip, but because of the music they choose in this, the musicians try to ding us on YouTube, and it's so frustrating because it's clear fair use. And these musicians don't own the footage, but YouTube lets them go do these crazy claims. Always challenge them, guys. But anyway, I want to reiterate on that point because he's trying to like make it clear that Diddy's reaction was more like seemingly mad that the video came out, not his actions in the video. But I'm so mad that my white mom and kids are going to see it. And it's like, and he even says it, his own friends, at least acknowledging this, like, dude, we're all seeing it. We're not okay with this. This is awful. And he's trying to excuse it by Diddy telling him, Stevie J, like, this was the darkest point in my life. I was on substances and this was so dark and yada, yada, yada. I'm not buying it. But he's trying to go out there and, I guess, give his friend the benefit of the doubt. And it's interesting insight to see how someone close to Diddy is trying to justify it, you know? And when Harvey pushes back and sort of says this, it seems like Diddy's kind of being selfishly more worried about how the video's going to affect him than the actions in the video. Stevie J did respond like, no, no, no.
You know what I'm saying? I just know that he was in a dark place in his life, as he described to me, and that, you know, he was just doing a lot of drugs, and it was just dark for him.
So there it is. It was just dark. He was in a dark place. So that's why he did what he did to Cassie, you know? And that's why now this headline's going out there as sort of an excuse of, oh, he was on something. He was in a dark place. I guess that's okay now. If you're in a dark place as a man, that's what we're just supposed to be okay with. I don't understand this logic at all. I don't. And it's disturbing. He was in a dark place. He was just doing a lot of drugs. It was just dark for him. Still, nothing new if you're following the case to claim that Diddy was on this was. However, what's probably not a shock is the notion that Diddy's being on various substances. Stevie J claims that the mogul confirmed this behind closed doors, trying to sort of justify it. But yeah, this whole thing about like, people are going to see the tape. He hated that the video was released. It's incredibly telling. He also did another reaction when asked about, was Diddy being selfish in his reaction? Who wants to see themselves on a girl? I think that would hurt all of us. How about don't do that to girls? Seems pretty easy. Oh, it was so painful for Diddy to watch the video. Imagine being Cassie. Imagine that, Stevie J. This damage control he's doing, while he is having to acknowledge how bad the video is, he's still trying to downplay it. And I'm just find this despicable. There's no downplaying it. And everybody, Diddy, his family, they're all trying to play it like, one, she asked for it. She was difficult too. There were substances, they were fighting. It is what it is. You know, I guess when you're fighting mutually, it's okay. It's never okay. I don't see Cassie, you know, scratching and hurting him and trying to justify a defense mechanism. I see a man in that tape not being a man. I see him being a disgusting coward monster and a control, so many bad words. You can tell me what words you think of down in the comments down below. But that's where this is coming from, okay? And that's now what we are learning was his reaction. And that's all interesting because now there's a new bail package that's being presented. This is the old bail package, but that we're going to refer. But now there's a new one. He's constantly trying this, but he said in this previous bail package, the video is not evidence of a coerced freak-off, but rather a minutes-long glimpse into a complex but decades-long consensual relationship. That's what the Cassie video is. And it was just a dark place in the relationship. I had to use substances because I was upset with Cassie that she didn't like me having others with us in the hotel room and that she wanted to leave constantly. And I didn't want her to. So it put me in a dark place that I can't control her. I mean, that's honestly how it feels like to me. It is sickening to me. But Cassie has been out and about. This was from September. Since the arrest, her first time sort of spotted out in the world. Good to see her out there doing her thing. And prosecutors claim they believe that she was trying to escape that freak-off is what's important here. Combs coerced people, allegedly, to have these encounters with commercial workers. When he was doing that to her in the hallway, she was escaping that. That's the new information we're gathering. Prosecution also added that in the days after Diddy allegedly texted Cassie, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. You gonna abandon me all alone? She reportedly responded, you are sick for thinking it is okay to do what you've done. I still have crazy bruising. Now, these are texts to confirm it further, not just hearsay or whatever. I mean, we also saw it on the video, but we already all saw this. So yeah, I guess him being high on drugs is a good justification as she attempted to escape. He's the victim here. Oh, it must be so hard for your mom and kids to see the video, Diddy. We don't have the full story. Look, I think this is absolutely shameful. I understand Diddy was his friend, but even he's acknowledging how messed up this all is. And these types of headlines trying to justify what he did to Cassie. Not on my watch. I'm happy to announce we have an amazing interview dropping on Monday. We had Precious Muir on the show. Oh my gosh, a 2-part interview where she reveals it all, tells us a story, and my gosh, is she so well-spoken. Do not miss this one. You guys are going to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, get those alerts because Monday's interview is going to be fire, and we got a lot more interviews coming with people involved in this case, so don't miss it. Stay tuned. Also, our Uncensored was today. We just had it. If you missed it, become a member today. Hit join here or join on Patreon. You'll be able to watch today's playback. It was a lot of fun, I have no doubt. We'll see you guys soon. We got a lot more coming for you. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.